beloved, life is not something happening to you by accident. You are the creator, the dreamer, and the receiver of miracles. Every moment, you hold the power to align with the universe. Today, I invite you to awaken a new truth act as if you are already a magnet to miracles. When you live this way, you are not chasing what you desire. Instead, you radiate such a magnetic energy that miracles are drawn to you naturally. When you step into the vibration of already done, you are choosing to live in the frequency of completion. Instead of looking at your desires as something far away, separate, or difficult, you begin to embody the feeling that they already belong to you. This is not about pretending in a shallow way. It is about aligning your inner world with the energy of your dreams. The moment you declare something as already yours, you release the heaviness of striving, of hoping, of wondering if it will ever happen. You step out of doubt and into certainty. Certainty is magnetic, and certainty is what allows the universe to deliver. Imagine holding a vision of your dream life in your mind. It could be health, love, abundance, freedom, or peace. Most people hold that vision as if it is a distant dream, something they might get one day if they are lucky or if circumstances change. But when you step into the vibration of already done, you begin to feel that dream in your heart now. You no longer say, "One day I will have this." You begin to say, "This is mine. It is already unfolding. I am living in it." This shift might sound small, but it carries immense power. The universe does not respond to your words alone. It responds to the energy you radiate. When you carry the vibration of already done, you are telling life that you trust, you believe, and you know. And life always reflects what you believe. Think of an actor stepping into a role. They don't just recite words on a page. They embody the emotions, the posture, the energy of the character. They live and breathe that role until it becomes real to them. The same applies to you. If you desire abundance, you act as if you are already abundant. You carry yourself with gratitude, with generosity, with faith. If you desire love, you treat yourself as if you are already cherished. You walk with openness, kindness, and self-respect. If you desire healing, you speak and think from the place of wholeness instead of repeating the story of pain. Stepping into this vibration does not mean ignoring what your physical eyes see. It means choosing to believe in what your inner eyes know. Your outer world always lags behind your inner world. Everything you experience now is a reflection of past thoughts and emotions. But when you shift your vibration into already done, you are planting the seeds for a new harvest. It might not sprout instantly, but it must sprout. Because energy always becomes form, the most powerful way to live this teaching is through feeling. The mind can imagine, but the heart must feel. Ask yourself, if my miracle were here now, how would I feel? Then practice that feeling daily. Would you feel lighter? Practice lightness now. Would you feel grateful? Speak words of gratitude now. Would you feel joyful, free, safe? Bring those feelings into your body now. This practice does not just attract your desires. It transforms you. You become aligned with the version of yourself who already lives in that reality. And when you align with that version of yourself, life has no choice but to rise and meet you there. It is not about forcing or rushing. It is about living in harmony with the truth that what you desire is already available in the invisible realm. When you feel it as real, it begins to move toward you in the physical. And here lies a secret: the universe responds much faster to belief than to desperation. Desperation pushes your dream away because it comes from lack. Belief draws it close because it comes from wholeness. Practice this daily. When you wake up in the morning, don't start your day thinking about what is missing. Start your day embodying what is already here. Affirm to yourself, It is already done. My life is unfolding perfectly. I receive with ease. As you go about your day, walk as if you are already living the life you asked for. Make decisions from that place. Speak from that place. Treat yourself from that place. You will notice that opportunities, people, and circumstances begin to arrange themselves to support your vision. That is the power of vibration. Remember, stepping into the vibration of already done is not a one-time act. It is a way of living. You are training your subconscious mind to accept a new reality. And once the subconscious accepts it, the outer world has to follow. Be patient, be consistent, and be faithful. You don't need to know how or when. The universe knows the perfect path and the perfect timing. Your only task is to hold the vibration, to keep living as if it is already here. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your greatest desire. Picture yourself living in it. Breathe it in. Smile as if it is happening now. Feel the relief, the gratitude, the excitement. That feeling is your magnet. That vibration is your prayer. The more you live in it, the more it becomes your truth. And soon, you will open your eyes and see that what you once imagined has become your reality. When you step into the vibration of ready done, miracles are not far away. They are right here, circling around you, waiting for your faith to call them in. You are not chasing miracles, you are attracting them. You are not begging for change. You are embodying change. You are not hoping for a better future, you are living it now in your energy. And when you live this way, the universe delivers in ways more beautiful than you could ever plan. To speak the language of miracles is to choose your words with intention, with love, and with unwavering faith. Every word you speak carries a vibration, and that vibration moves into the universe, shaping and molding the experiences that return to you. Most people speak casually, unaware that their words are commands, unaware that each phrase is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of life. When you learn to speak the language of miracles, you stop scattering words carelessly and instead begin to create with purpose. You begin to see your words as instruments of power. The language of miracles is not the language of doubt. It is not, I hope this happens, or maybe one day I'll be lucky. That language tells the universe that you are uncertain, that you do not believe, that you expect disappointment. The language of miracles is direct, confident, and filled with certainty. It says, I am ready. I receive. I am blessed. It is done. Such words do not come from arrogance, but from faith. They are declarations not of what might be, but of what already is. When you speak this way, you align yourself with the higher order of life. Think about how often people speak about lack without even realizing it. They say, I'm broke. I never have enough. Nothing ever works for me. These are not just idle complaints, they are affirmations, repeated so often that they become instructions to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious, without judgment, obeys. It simply reflects what it hears again and again. If you tell yourself, I am always struggling, your subconscious creates behaviors and patterns that make struggling your reality. But if you speak the language of miracles, I am abundant, I am supported, everything works out for me, your subconscious begins to rearrange your life to match that vibration. The language of miracles requires awareness. You cannot simply let words spill out in frustration or habit. You pause and you choose. If a negative phrase comes to your lips, you gently replace it with something that carries faith. Instead of saying, this is so hard, you say, this is becoming easier every day. Instead of saying, I'll never find love, you say, love flows to me naturally and joyfully. Instead of declaring, I'm sick and tired, you affirm, I am healing, I am renewing, I am full of energy. Each replacement is like turning your compass toward a brighter reality. Miracles are drawn to words of gratitude. When you speak with appreciation, you open the floodgates of abundance. Saying, "Thank you," for what you already have signals to the universe that you are ready for more. And when you thank the universe, not only for what is present, but also for what is coming, you speak as if it is already here. Gratitude in advance is one of the most powerful forms of the language of miracles. It shows faith. It shows belief. It shows that you trust life to deliver. Tone matters as much as words. You can say, "I am abundant," with a doubtful whisper, or you can say it with joy, conviction, and energy. The universe responds to the vibration behind the words. That is why affirmations are not about mechanical repetition, but about emotional embodiment. When you speak, feel the truth of what you are saying. Let your body relax, let your heart expand, let your spirit align with the energy of your words. Say it until you believe it. And once you believe it, it becomes your reality. Children learn language by repetition, by hearing the same words and phrases again and again until they become natural. The same is true for you. At first, speaking the language of miracles might feel foreign. You may catch yourself wanting to complain, wanting to doubt. But the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. One day, you will realize that you no longer have to force yourself to choose different words. The language of miracles will flow from your lips automatically because it has become who you are. This is not about denying your feelings or pretending you are happy when you are not. It is about choosing not to give power to words that keep you stuck. If you are sad, you can say, "I am moving through sadness, and joy is returning to me." If you are struggling, you can say, "I am learning, I am growing, I am finding my way." You honor your feelings while still speaking with faith. That balance allows healing and transformation to happen. Life responds to you the way a mirror responds to your reflection. What you speak is what you see. If you continually declare problems, the mirror will show you more problems. If you declare blessings, the mirror will show you blessings. It is that simple, and yet most people overlook it because they underestimate the power of their voice. Your voice is sacred. Your words are sacred. Treat them that way and watch how your life changes. Speaking the language of miracles is an act of love toward yourself. It is saying, "I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of healing. I am worthy of abundance." And when you speak this way, the universe confirms it. You attract opportunities, people, and experiences that match your words. You no longer wait for miracles. You call them, and they answer. So begin today. Pay attention to the words you use with yourself, with others, and with life itself. Let every phrase carry faith, gratitude, and possibility. Let your conversations be filled with encouragement, your self-talk be filled with kindness, and your affirmations be filled with certainty. The more you speak the language of miracles, the more you will see them appear around you, as naturally as the sunrise, as inevitable as the tide. Gratitude is the open door through which miracles enter. When you radiate gratitude for what you already have, you affirm to life that you are aware of your blessings, and awareness multiplies what is good. Gratitude is not just a polite thank you. It is a vibration, a state of being that tells the universe, "I see the gifts, I cherish the gifts, and I am ready for more." When you carry that vibration, you become magnetic to even greater blessings, because the universe loves to give to a grateful heart. It is easy to be thankful for the obvious things. The home you live in, the people who love you, the food on your table, the moments of joy. But true gratitude goes beyond the surface. It is being thankful for lessons, for the challenges that shaped you, for the strength you discovered in difficulty, for the wisdom born out of loss. It is saying, Even when things didn't go the way I wanted, life was guiding me towards something better. This level of gratitude transforms your perspective. Instead of living with resistance, you live with trust. Instead of saying, "Why me?" you say, "Thank you for showing me a new path." Gratitude for what is right now in this very moment grounds you in peace. Often, people look so far ahead that they overlook the miracle of the present. They say, "I will be happy when I get there, when I have that, when life looks different." But in doing so, they miss the beauty of now. Gratitude pulls you back into the present and teaches you that joy is not reserved for some distant future. It is available right here, in the simple fact that you are alive, breathing, growing, and surrounded by countless small blessings. Every breath is a gift. Every sunrise is a miracle. Every connection with another soul is a treasure. When you radiate gratitude for what's coming, you enter a higher dimension of faith. Most people only thank life once they see the evidence. They say, "I'll be grateful when it happens." But gratitude in advance is the language of trust. It is saying, "I know it is already done, even if I cannot see it yet. I thank you for the miracle that is on its way." This is powerful because it shifts you from waiting energy into receiving energy. It tells the universe that you already believe, and belief is the magnet that draws blessings closer. Think of gratitude as planting seeds. When you thank life for what's coming, you are planting seeds of expectation in fertile soil. Your gratitude waters those seeds. Your faith gives them sunlight. And in time, they sprout into the visible reality you once imagined. Without gratitude, seeds dry up. With gratitude, they flourish. Every thank you you whisper in advance carries a vibration that calls your dreams to life. There is also a healing quality to gratitude. It soothes fear, dissolves anxiety, and calms the restless mind. When you are grateful, you cannot be fearful at the same time, because gratitude pulls you into love, and love casts out fear. If you are ever overwhelmed by worry, pause and list the blessings you already have. List the ways life has supported you, the moments you were carried when you thought you couldn't go on, the kindness you received unexpectedly. As you do, you will feel your energy shift. Worry loses its grip and peace takes its place. Gratitude brings you back into alignment with trust. Gratitude also expands your vision. When you begin to notice the good in your life, you train your mind to look for more of it. Your attention becomes a magnet. If you constantly focus on what's missing, you will see only lack. If you focus on what's present, you will see abundance everywhere. Life always gives you more of what you notice. By radiating gratitude, you create a cycle of receiving. The more you thank life, the more life gives you reasons to be thankful. To radiate gratitude means you don't just think it silently, you express it. You say thank you out loud. You write it down. You tell people you appreciate them. You smile with sincerity. You let the energy of appreciation flow through you and out into the world. Gratitude is not passive, it is active, radiant, and contagious. When you radiate gratitude, others feel it, and it uplifts them as well. Gratitude is not only for your benefit, it becomes a light you share with everyone around you. The most powerful practice you can carry is to begin and end each day with gratitude. In the morning, before the world asks for your attention, pause and say, "Thank you for this new day. Thank you for the opportunities ahead. Thank you for the miracles on their way." At night, as you prepare to rest, review your day and say, "Thank you for the blessings I experienced. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for guiding me one step further." This rhythm sets the tone for your entire life. You begin to live in a constant flow of appreciation, and in that flow, miracles cannot help but find you. Gratitude for what is and gratitude for what's coming is the bridge between desire and manifestation. It keeps you rooted in joy now while opening the door for greater joy tomorrow. It transforms longing into fulfillment, because even before the dream arrives, you are already celebrating it. And when you celebrate in advance, you draw the celebration closer. So live with gratitude in your heart. Speak it, feel it, radiate it. Let it color your thoughts and your actions. Give thanks for the blessings already in your hands, and give thanks for the blessings still unfolding. In that vibration, you will find peace, abundance, love, and healing. In that vibration, you will see that life itself is one continuous miracle, and you are always in the center of it. To align your actions with your beliefs is to live in harmony with what you say you desire. Many people hold beautiful visions in their minds, but then contradict them with actions that speak of doubt, fear, or unworthiness. They affirm abundance yet act from scarcity. They affirm love yet treat themselves without care. They affirm health yet ignore the signals of their body. This misalignment creates confusion in the energy you send out, and when your energy is confused, life cannot deliver clearly. Alignment means bringing your thoughts, your words, and your actions into the same vibration so that you are a clear signal to the universe. Imagine that your beliefs are the roots of a tree and your actions are its branches. If the roots and the branches are connected and nourished, the tree flourishes. But if the roots say one thing and the branches act another way, the tree weakens. In the same way, when you truly believe you are worthy of abundance, you begin to take actions that reflect that worthiness. You make decisions not from fear of lack, but from trust in provision. You carry yourself with dignity. You choose opportunities that honor your value instead of settling for what is beneath you. Alignment does not mean perfection. It means consistency. Every action you take becomes a vote for the future you are creating. If you believe you are abundant, you align by practicing generosity, by managing your resources wisely, by speaking words of prosperity instead of lack. If you believe you are loved, you align by treating yourself kindly, by setting healthy boundaries, by choosing relationships that respect your worth. If you believe you are healthy, you align by nourishing your body, resting when you need to, and thinking thoughts of vitality instead of repeating the story of illness. Each action is a reflection of your inner truth. When actions and beliefs are out of harmony, you feel tension. Your intuition whispers that something is off. Perhaps you believe in your dream, but procrastinate on taking the steps to bring it closer. Perhaps you affirm self-worth, but continue to say yes when your heart longs to say no. Perhaps you affirm peace, but fill your days with chaos and overcommitment. This tension is not punishment, it is guidance. It is life nudging you back into alignment. It is an invitation to live in a way that reflects your higher truth. Alignment requires courage. It is easy to speak affirmations in private, but it takes bravery to act on them in the world. To say, "I believe I deserve better," is one step, but to walk away from what no longer serves you is another. To say, "I believe abundance is mine," is one step, but to stop clinging to what feels safe and instead invest in your growth is another. To say, "I believe I am healthy," is one step, but to let go of old habits that harm you is another. Actions are where faith becomes real. They are the evidence of your belief. The beauty of alignment is that once you begin to act from your true beliefs, life responds swiftly. Opportunities appear, doors open, synchronicities unfold. Why? Because you are no longer sending mixed signals. You are a clear channel. The universe does not need to guess what you want. Your actions show it. If you want to be seen as valuable, treat yourself as valuable. If you want success, show up as if you already are successful. If you want peace, act in ways that cultivate peace instead of chaos. Life mirrors what you demonstrate. Sometimes people wait until they feel ready before aligning their actions. But alignment is not about waiting for perfect confidence. It is about practicing alignment until it becomes your natural way of being. Each small choice matters. Choosing to wake up a little earlier, choosing to speak kindly to yourself, choosing to say no to something that drains you. All of these small actions build momentum. They prove to your subconscious that you truly believe what you affirm. With repetition, alignment becomes effortless. It is also important to forgive yourself when you fall out of alignment. Self-criticism only pushes you further away from the vibration you want to embody. Instead, gently notice when your actions do not reflect your beliefs and realign. Every moment is a chance to begin again. The universe does not hold grudges. It meets you where you are the moment you choose alignment once more. Living in alignment brings a deep sense of peace. You no longer feel torn between what you say and what you do. You no longer wonder why your manifestations are delayed, because you know you are walking in the same direction as your desires. There is harmony between your inner world and your outer expression. This harmony is magnetic. It sends a signal so clear, so consistent, that miracles cannot help but find their way to you. So ask yourself often, do my actions reflect what I say I believe? Am I living as if my dream is already true? Am I honoring the truth I affirm? And if the answer is no, see it not as failure, but as guidance. Adjust gently. Step back into alignment. Step back into faith expressed through action. When your beliefs and your actions move together, you become unstoppable. You stop contradicting your own energy. You stop sending mixed messages to the universe. You begin to live as one whole being, radiating clarity, faith, and truth. And when you live this way, the life you dream of no longer feels distant. It becomes inevitable. It becomes natural. It becomes the only possible outcome, because you are living it already in every thought, every word, and every action. To release the struggle and embrace the flow is to step out of the exhausting habit of forcing life and into the gentle rhythm of trusting life. Struggle is born from fear, from the belief that you must control everything, that nothing will happen unless you push, fight, and demand. Flow is born from faith, from the knowing that the universe is always moving in your favor, arranging circumstances, and guiding you toward what is meant for you. When you are in struggle, life feels heavy. When you are in flow, life feels light. The same river of energy is moving, but your experience changes depending on whether you resist or surrender. Most people are taught to struggle. They are told that nothing comes without pain, that life is a battle, that if they let go, everything will fall apart. But this belief creates resistance. Imagine swimming against a strong current, exhausting yourself, going nowhere. That is what struggle feels like. Endless effort with little reward. Flow, on the other hand, is like turning in the direction of the current. You still move. You still take action, but you allow the river to carry you. Your energy is preserved, and progress becomes natural instead of forced. Releasing the struggle does not mean doing nothing. It does not mean sitting passively and waiting for life to hand you everything. It means taking aligned action while letting go of the need to control every detail. It means allowing timing to unfold, trusting that unseen forces are arranging things in ways you cannot yet imagine. Struggle says, I must make this happen my way, on my schedule. Flow says, I am doing my part, and I trust life to do the rest. This trust is not weakness, it is wisdom. It recognizes that you are a co-creator, not the sole creator. When you are struggling, you feel tense, anxious, and restless. You doubt yourself, you doubt life, and you often feel stuck. The more you push, the more resistance you meet. This is life's way of telling you to release control. When you embrace flow, you feel lighter, calmer, more peaceful. You take steps without fear. You listen to intuition, and you allow opportunities to come in ways you could not have planned. Flow is not about passivity. It is about receptivity. It is being open to being guided rather than trying to force every outcome. To move from struggle to flow, you must begin with surrender. Surrender is not giving up. It is letting go of resistance. It is saying, I trust that life that knows better than my fears. I release the need to control, and I allow myself to be guided. This does not mean abandoning your dreams. It means releasing the tight grip that strangles them. Imagine holding a bird too tightly. It cannot breathe, and eventually it will slip away. But if you hold it gently, it can stay with you freely. Your dreams are the same. They need space to breathe, and flow gives them that space. One way to embrace flow is to listen to your intuition. Intuition is the language of flow. It speaks softly, guiding you toward the next step, often in ways that logic cannot explain. Struggle ignores intuition and tries to solve everything with force. Flow trusts intuition, even when it does not make sense, because it knows that the universe sees a larger picture. When you follow that inner nudge, you step into alignment with the current that is already carrying you. Gratitude is also a doorway to flow. Struggle focuses on what is missing, what is not working, what is delayed. Flow focuses on what is already here, what is already working, and what is unfolding. Gratitude relaxes the nervous system, calms the mind, and opens the heart. From that state, you can see opportunities more clearly and respond with wisdom instead of panic. Gratitude turns your attention from the heaviness of struggle to the lightness of trust. Another aspect of flow is patience. Struggle is impatient. It demands instant results and becomes restless when things take time. Flow understands divine timing. It trusts that delays are not denials but alignments. What you want may not be ready yet, or you may not yet be ready to receive it. Flow trusts that the universe knows when to deliver. Patience is not about waiting passively, but about waiting with faith, continuing to take aligned steps while knowing that the outcome is assured. When you release struggle, you also release the belief that you must earn worthiness. Struggle often comes the idea that you are not enough, that you must prove yourself by working harder than everyone else, by pushing beyond your limits, by suffering before you can receive. Flow recognizes that you are already worthy. You do not need to prove your worthiness to life. You only need to allow life to give to you what you are ready to receive. Worthiness is your birthright, not something you must struggle for. There will always be effort in life, but effort and struggle are not the same. Effort is natural, like tending a garden, planting seeds, and watering them with care. Struggle is digging up the soil every day to see if anything has grown, doubting the process, and exhausting yourself with worry. Flow trusts that the seeds will sprout at the right time, with consistent nurturing and patience. When you embrace flow, you put in effort but release attachment. You do your part and trust the rest. Living in flow feels like dancing with life instead of fighting against it. You move with the rhythm, not against it. You let go of the need to know every step in advance, and you allow yourself to be guided in the moment. The dance is lighter, more joyful, and filled with unexpected beauty. Struggle drains you, flow renews you. Struggle closes doors, flow opens them. Struggle blinds you to opportunities. Flow makes them visible. When you release the struggle and embrace the flow, you begin to experience life as a friend, not a battle. You stop exhausting yourself by trying to control what was never yours to control. You begin to feel supported, guided, and carried. And in that space, miracles happen. The things you once chased begin to come to you effortlessly. The paths you thought were blocked open up with ease. The energy you once wasted on struggle is now free to create, to love, and to live fully. Every great shift in life begins not with the grand miracle itself, but with the tiny, almost unnoticeable signs that the universe is moving in your favor. When you open your eyes, your heart, and your spirit to recognize these subtle signals, you begin to realize that alignment is already happening. Too often, people overlook the gentle nudges of life because they are so focused on the big dream, the final destination, that they miss the beauty of the journey. But the truth is, miracles rarely show up all at once. They unfold step by step, in whispers, in small blessings, in little moments of grace. When you celebrate these small signs of alignment, you amplify them. What you celebrate grows stronger, and what you give attention to multiplies. Think about it. How many times have you asked for guidance, for a sign, for an answer, and then something appeared? A phrase in a book, a stranger's kind words, a door that suddenly opened. These are not coincidences. These are divine confirmations. They are signals telling you that the energy you are putting out is being heard, and the universe is rearranging itself on your behalf. When you dismiss these signs as random or too small to matter, you weaken your own magnetism. But when you stop, smile, and say, "Thank you," you turn a spark into a flame. It is the same principle as training your mind to notice abundance. Imagine walking outside and seeing a coin on the sidewalk. Some people step over it, thinking it is too insignificant to bother with. But the person who picks it up, who feels grateful for that little coin, is telling the universe, "I am open to abundance, no matter what form it takes." And because energy responds to openness, more begins to flow. A small coin can lead to unexpected money, a new opportunity, or a breakthrough you never saw coming. Gratitude for the little makes way for the arrival of the great. Celebrating small signs of alignment also strengthens your trust. Trust is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you acknowledge a sign, you reinforce the belief that you are supported, guided, and loved. And when life feels uncertain, that trust becomes your anchor. Instead of doubting, instead of questioning if things are working, you remember the countless times the universe has already shown you its hand. That remembrance builds confidence, and confidence attracts even greater alignment. Let me remind you, the universe is always communicating, but it does not always speak loudly. It often speaks softly, through subtle synchronicities, like seeing repeating numbers, hearing a song with lyrics that touch your soul at the exact right moment, or meeting someone who has the very information you needed to hear. These are gentle winks from life itself. When you treat them as miracles in motion, you magnetize bigger ones. When you ignore them, you delay the manifestation because you are essentially saying you are not paying attention. Celebrating the small also keeps you rooted in the present moment. Too many people are living in tomorrow, waiting for the big dream to show up before they allow themselves to feel joy. But joy is the very energy that attracts miracles. If you delay your joy until the miracle appears, you are pushing it further away. By finding joy in the small, you are living in the vibration of fulfillment now. And from that vibration, greater blessings have no choice but to appear. Think of it like planting seeds. No one plants a garden and then goes out the next morning expecting a full harvest. You celebrate when you see the first green sprout pushing through the soil. That little sprout is proof that the seed you planted is alive and growing. It is not the harvest, but it is the evidence of alignment. And when you nurture it with care, water it with gratitude, and protect it with faith, and eventually grows into the full bloom you envisioned. Life works the same way. Miracles begin as seeds, and the signs you see are the first sprouts of what is coming. So today, Practice becoming aware of the little signals of alignment around you. Write them down. Smile at them. Say thank you. If someone unexpectedly compliments you, that is a sign you are radiating a new energy. If you feel a sense of calm where you used to feel fear, that is alignment happening within. If a small opportunity arises that feels right, that is the universe guiding you toward the bigger one. The more you celebrate, the more you invite. You are not waiting for miracles to begin. They have already started. Each little alignment is a promise, a breadcrumb leading you to the larger manifestation. By celebrating them, you train your mind to expect more, and expectation is the bridge that brings desire into reality. Remember this: what you notice grows, what you appreciate expands, and what you celebrate becomes a permanent part of your life. So celebrate every small sign, because in truth, no sign is small. Every one of them is proof that miracles are already on their way to you.